talk about it either way.
It's chaos.
Hot chaos.
McCall and I are going to get drinks.
I'm gonna go get blasted. I got a Stars game to watch with my dad later.
That was intense.
That was intense.
Every combat in this game is intense.
Yeah.
Fang and Fur is fucking wild.
I
That
do-
really could have gone so much worse, though. Like,
We all could have
Hey,
been murdered.
here's the deal.
There's no deal.
We
There is no deal.
We go.
Union
We
is
go.
going
what's
back
the
to
deal,
Rob.
Pockle? What's the deal,
there's
new
nothing.
guy?
we regroup.
we don't
and
need,
we get robbed.
and don't take the fucking hippo with us.
That's actually not a bad idea. Send Bandalar into hiding
Yeah.
and like have a rendezvous point, lay low.
Get the people that were. Half the reason that it takes so long for us to get out is because we're trying to save other fucking people that have no reason to fucking be there. So we need to get them out of combat, and then we can try to go back.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
take
it's always the case in D&D, but especially in this particular game. Like, any ally that you bring will be helpful, but will also be a big negative if they go down or are captured. Like,
Yeah.
it's bringing help, because Rob is very helpful. He's a very good stat block. Even removing
you
his...
heal her up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
We
'cause-
leave the hippo and your mom to go hide somewhere. Go back and get them.
The last two beings I want to leave alone in a room together.
We also have
are
Ash.
Brass.
We also have.
And Munin? How, yeah, I'm curious what everybody's thoughts on Munin are. Where do you
She's
think
doing
she
a
lies?
very good job.
She is doing too good of a job for her.
I'm a barmaid. What
Yeah.
the fuck, you little liar? You're a killer and a liar.
Munin is either the wolf or the sheep in the wolf, sheep, and cabbage problem. We just don't know which one yet, but you
I
can't
need
leave
a
her alone with
full
anyone.
explanation of what that means.
So here's.
The wolf, you don't know that one?
The wolf,
It's
sheep, cabbage?
the wolf, sheep, cabbage riddle, where you have a wolf, a sheep, and a cabbage, and you have to try to get them all across a river, but you can only bring two of them at any one, or one of them at any one time. If you leave
yeah.
the wolf with the
Oh.
sheep, it eats the sheep. If you leave the sheep with the cabbage, sheep eats your cabbage.
So you
So
send
you
the
leave
wolf with
the-
the cabbage.
Yeah.
But then you have to.
Get the sheep across later. By itself.
But you have to bring one back. Is the deal at the same time?
Oh, that sounds
You
fake.
can. You don't have to.
Oh, okay.
But that's
You take the wolf
essentially
and the
it.
cabbage,
Yeah.
and then you
No,
leave-
you have to leave, you can only take one thing across. So you
Oh.
So you bring
take-
the cabbage.
You take
Yeah.
the wolf, then the cabbage.
Oh, because the sheep is then with the wolf.
So you take the wolf
Oh,
first,
you take
and
the
then you
cabbage.
take the cabbage,
No,
and
you
then
take
you
the
take
sheep first.
there you go.
And then the wolf
Then-
is with the cabbage.
No, but then you have
Yeah.
to take.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
you
because
don't
if you
have
take
to take one back.
the
You
wolf
leave the
first-
sheep there.
Okay, I get it. Because if you take the wolf first, you've left the sheep with the cabbage on the other side.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
So you take the sheep.
Take the sheep first, but then what do you take? Because if you take the cabbage, the sheep's going to eat the cabbage when you
Well,
go
you-
back for the wolf.
Here's
But you
the
take
thing.
you take one of them at a time. Is that the thing, or you take two of them? At a
Here's what it is.
One
You
at a
take the
time.
sheep.
Oh.
You take the sheep first. You slap it on the ass so that it runs away,
Then
and then you
take
put the cabbage in your pocket because that's ridiculous.
Yeah, why do I have to devote an entire canoe to a cabbage?
Maybe it's a
It's a
really
very
good
large
cabbage.
cabbage. yeah.
It's one of those H. Mart Napa cabbages.
It's the Fairlorn. Like, because we don't talk about this enough, but in Fairlorn, you're all like humanoid shaped, but I like to imagine you're still the size of your various animals. So like, cabbage would seem really big because you are smaller.
Foxes are sized.
I would
Yeah,
be
yeah.
very.
Size.
We would be very small.
So you take the
And-
sheep first,
Oh yeah.
and then
I was thinking of the frog and the scorpion, which
Yeah,
is
that's what I
different.
Yeah,
that's
that's
more of a
Aesop's fable
yeah, that's
instead
a
of
fable.
riddle.
It's very good.
Man, somebody like
is my
added
nature.
on this really like beautiful thing about like the frog and the scorpion like through like generations of mythos and poetry, and I was sobbing
okay.
Oh man,
over it.
Matt,
I've
you got it.
So
yeah.
you take the sheep first, and then you
Okay.
come back, and then you grab the cabbage, and you come back. You leave the cabbage, bring the sheep back with you.
There you
drop
go.
the sheep off, grab the wolf, take him, drop him off, and then go back and get the sheep.
Yep.
You've done
This
it.
is the mind of an engineer.
Well done. So Munin, we don't trust Munin is the
No.
thing?
I trust Munin. She passed
Why
all my
would I?
tests.
Yeah.
I don't
here's-
expect others to trust Munin, but
Here's
I
the
trust
thing.
Munin.
You go.
Yeah. Y'all keep going.
No, hang on. You go.
Hey, let me help you up. Run.
What is Munin up to? I don't think that Munin has any like me, Sam. One moment.
Yeah. Well, things we know for sure about Munin. She is for sure the mother of Hugin via King Lupin.
No, we do not know that for sure.
She was in the zone of truth.
She thinks that,
Sure,
but
yeah.
I thinks that the church made her thinks.
Brainwashed.
Interesting.
But the way that you're reacting makes me think that didn't happen.
Maybe I'm a really good actor.
All I can
You
tell
are
you
a
is that
little
whatever
stinker.
she does have an invested ish she's invested in Hugin because she does seem to be trying to save her and sticking around with her specifically.
Yeah.
Right.
So for that, like, yeah, is she just acting maternally or is it something else? I'm not sure, but at least I know that she's not going to try to knife me in my sleep.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
Elzor also knows that because he asked in a zone of truth.
I
I
asked.
just don't.
It's funny that we're like not trusting the zone of truth. Like it's all
I don't.
You trust
right
nothing.
there.
I tend to not trust organized religion, so I feel weird
Yeah.
about the
This is
the
what
fact that
happens.
like she just happened to be. Oh, conveniently, this was the closest next place for me to run away to. I've been here the whole time.
I can't stress
It's
enough that
me.
none of
I've
y'all
been
have really
here the
questioned,
whole
like none of y'all have
time.
had a conversation with Munin and asked her the specifics of how she got where she was.
Yeah.
No,
Azalea was
there's
just
been no
like,
time.
I'm suspicious.
There's been no time. Every time, everybody's like, why didn't you do the reasonable thing? When?
There was like a couple hours in the carriage.
When? No. Because you didn't narrate that we had a couple hours in the carriage.
That
You
is on me.
narrated that we were under attack suddenly.
That is on
so
me.
then we were
Well,
doing that.
Well, we'll take some time to talk and role play and discuss things.
Yeah, there's definitely
Next time.
already
Next time.
a
Leave people
scene.
behind.
Since there was a
Go
scene
back.
between Hugin and Munin, I was like, okay, this will come later. You know,
Yeah.
that we'll have that conversation
Yeah.
because that's what she
That's
promised Munin.
Yeah, that to me is like the best thing about this campaign is that anytime you're like, there will be time for this. No, there won't.
There isn't. It's the same reason why
It's
when
natural to think that way because everyone assumes they're going to keep living.
it is in large part the same reason that it is frustratingly humorous when Josh is like, just run. You're getting caught up in other stuff. I got grappled the second
no,
I was
I get
on
it,
the boat.
yeah.
Also, man,
When?
also, man, can we talk about how fucking close you guys came to losing your entire Duneborough plan for a second there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty goddamn bad.
Like,
So all I care
Well,
about
I
right
mean, you
now,
could've just whoops. All
from
right, all right.
Poplar's
here we go.
mindset, I really don't know much about y'all. I've known you the longest. You've given me at least a little bit of inspiration or something where I definitely want you to live, and I want the fucking hippo to live, and that's all I really care about right now.
yeah, that's fair. Everybody else, you gotta give them a reason.
And so,
Give Paco a reason to love you.
I give you $50.
oh, true, okay. But also,
I gave you $50.
It's like typical rich person. Like
I
I gave you $50. I gave you a small amount of money. Be loyal to me.
No, in a world where $50, you never see $50. He just got more money than he's ever had.
How much does a
it's
hot
funny
dog cost?
because you
$70?
arguing this
Yeah.
is probably arguing against me liking your character.
Here's 50 gold pieces. Go see a Star Wars.
You don't know how to feel about me? Here's some money. And I'm just like, fucking rich people.
Think you can fucking buy me?
Listen, I thought last season was bad. We had failure after failure. This season, we have not sat down at this table without getting our shit handed to us.
I think I'm still
I'm tired.
detached from dying.
Don't worry, I do think I am going to take a break from the skill challenges leading to potential
They're not
death.
going well.
They're not going well, and also I feel like it's if you do it too much, it's like
they're just a little too hard.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
think the
especially
rest,
when it's I can't add the thing I'm good at to
yeah.
it.
I just think that
gets hard.
any combats that happen from this point out need to be more narratively like the last two have kind of tied us into what's going on in the world.
Yeah,
The last one you were being chased, so it made sense
yeah.
to then stop and have to fight people. This one, you're traveling through a war-torn nation, sticking to the main roads. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Shit might happen.
If I had rolled Arcana on that, there would have been no way for me to succeed unless you said natural 20 would have, because I had a +1 on Arcana, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like,
It would have
and
had
if
to have
I'm
been
not
for
doing
it.
something that I am good at, it just sucks
Yeah.
to try to hit that
Like
high.
I have a lot of skills I'm really good at.
Yeah.
And Arcana is not one of them.
I have almost
Yeah.
zero
trick.
long-range
That's-
skills.
That's kind of like the weird meta trick with skill challenges is like you get to decide what you do, which is basically like you should look at your character sheet, see what your highest number is, and then be like, okay, what can I do that would use this? And,
Yeah.
and explain it in as clearly of a way that he would pick this out for me, rather than me just telling him.
Yeah. Because like the first time we did it, I did speak with animals. I'm like, I'm good at
Animal
stuff. I
handling.
rolled horribly, but I think we just did like charisma
It was
check or
charisma,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
But even animal handling would have been like +8 or
Yeah,
something.
which I'm
instead.
always open to arguments
Yeah.
too. If you're like, wouldn't that be? Because that could be animal
Yeah.
handling. Because it was speak with animals.
Or that time I'm like, I'll summon a thing, but then it's like I have to attach something else to it.
I just don't
Yeah.
think we tend to be that argumentative, you know?
It's true. Unless we start getting really warm.
I'm so hot and I'm
so
so
hot.
furious over nothing, really.
When we started,
It was nice.
I was using a different ice pack, and it was solid. And now
Yeah.
it's just a bag of jelly.
Mine popped
Really.
at some point, so I'm having this fun game of rotating it to not
And then I got-
leak goo.
Do you want to? Oh, hold
very
on. My bag
helpfully,
got
you
poked.
loaned me one of yours, which was solid at the time.
What's that anime called? My Life as a Slime?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's like
That's
the
how I
only.
feel right now.
It's like the only isekai I've ever enjoyed,
Yeah.
I never watched it.
and even still,
Do you want
it
me to
got,
grab the trash bag?
it got weird and horny because
No,
they
we'll
always
bring
do.
it in when we go in so it doesn't just slowly fill that bag up with goo
Florp.
over the week. Because I'll be honest, none of us really come in here throughout,
I do.
throughout the week.
I mean, we can take the trash out.
We can.
Yeah.
Also gonna order.
Yeah.
some
Anything else? It was very sad losing Rob again.
We're just gonna.
But he's still
I
alive.
think we're just gonna split off and chase him.
Let's get it back.
Yeah. Do you think that'll be the plan? Will be rescue Rob and then rendezvous with the hippo?
Yeah.
What would you be doing right now?
Yeah, you can.
If I can
Yeah,
get
just
to
go back
Rob,
for him. Sure.
I feel like the interesting thing for Hugin's story right now is that like she's lost everyone and is maybe a little bit not reasonable right now. I don't feel like Azalea is either.
But you've gained a mother.
Literally, she could have died and I'd be okay with it. But Rob, absolutely not. No, I think Azalea and Rob are the only two that
Aw.
she would just absolutely refuse to lose at this point.
so if you can get to Rob and he's not if he's not like chained to the ground or something, I mean, you could get him free of his manacles with your thief skills, right? With your like thieves tools,
Yeah,
probably.
Probably.
If you can get to him, I can like sock a giant area in fog, and as long as you guys know what direction to run, like I doubt they'll be able to catch you.
Ooh, you know what this means? I think for the first time in Fang and Fur history, we'll have a little dungeon delving, technically, because it'll be like infiltration. So I'll make I'll make up a little map of where he's being kept and how you like the different ways that I've been playing a lot of Dishonored, so I'm actually very excited to come up with like. Are you going to play it stealth? What happens if stealth goes wrong? Here's the different entry points. What's going to be the best way to go? What's not? How much time and effort do you guys put into like scoping out the situation before going in? It's going to be interesting.
Oh, I have an idea.
I so much built a character for like political intrigue, and we did like 2 episodes of that way back. And now it's been a lot of put 'em ups,
Yeah.
and I didn't make a put 'em ups.
I will say, I'm going to be purposely vague here because our viewers, our lovely patrons, don't know about this yet, but you guys will know what I'm talking about. Next week will be the other thing.
Okay.
Very well.
So
Did
we've
we
got
not
2
bring
weeks.
Quartz?
What's that?
Did we not bring quartz?
No.
Quartz
Quartz-
didn't
Quartz-
come with us. They were
Yeah.
missing.
I
Sure.
thought that she was going to go with the sisters.
She was, but Azalea was basically just like, bring me Ash and Liliana.
Okay.
She didn't say why, and so the servant went and got them. They came down and didn't bring quartz because they
Damn.
weren't 100% certain what was going to go down, and then kind of joined up with you.
My bad.
So
Got
quartz is
so
around.
many things I need to talk
I was
to you
trying to
about
bring
right
less
My mind's
people because Cameron is
going.
like yelling at me about how many people we bring.
You know how I'm always yelling.
He's constantly screaming. You all don't see it. I'm kidding.
I'm
For
also
the
just
posterity of
thinking
the
how
internet,
different
Cameron has never raised his
this
voice.
fight would have gone if I was still Riss.
Oh, you would've gone down
you and
a
I
couple
would have still
hundred
been
times.
out there.
Oh yeah.
Listen, the Looperell line, it's just done for. There's no saving it.
That's
Well-
not true. There's two of you still, kind of. You actually have the Looperell line,
I'll likely remarry.
if everyone is to be believed, unless there's some sneaky zone of truth workaround. Did you say I'll remarry?
Azalea requires far too much upkeep to be single. It's just not gonna work. Sorry.
For now? Or for later?
Well, this is a for later reference, but I didn't want to just shout it
Are you
out
for now?
because the DM might be listening. So
But I'm supposed to read it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You read. Secret.
What does it say?
Oh, use a different accent. She'll
If
tell
we
you.
all leave the table,
does it say?
we can't die.
And we all leave the table. I love the idea of a strike.
Bring Rob back right now.
It says Cameron is a big poo-poo head?
Wow.
How did you learn my secret?
my private investigators found out about your poo-poo headedness.
You thought you could hide it?
Someone
I told them under no duress. They offered lunch.
Rude.
Oh man, speaking of lunch.
Yeah. I think that's a wrap on chaos.
Love
I'm so
y'all.
hot and tired. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.